just off Route 3 in Watertown. Designing and manufacturing roof and floor trusses since 1978. Give them a call, 315-782-5283. Fabco Pro Street Stocks, we are green. Turn number 1 and 2, up the hill goes the number 3 of Rick Duskus. He'll drive to the outside of the Ryan Shanahan ride. Down the backstretch, Stephen Gilmore now going to add his name to the mix front of the field. They're 3 wide, battling for the 4th position over in turn number 2. Or excuse me, turn number 3. Now they'll come through turn number 4. That battle right out in front of the field. Here comes Rick Duskus to score lap number 1.
Look at it, 20 laps right now, possible change. Watch that outside lane, Jeff, is still quick. They watched that one pretty heavy. Just saw Scott McHugh talk about running the outside of the Speedway. He was the one that loved it. They didn't make a track wide enough for him.
Yeah, it was good to see Scott and Wendy down here tonight. Haven't seen them in a long time.
It's good to see them.
Down the backstretch, good battle. He said Duskus trying to take off from the field, but a good battle right behind him. The number 4 position is 3 wide through turn number 3. Stack them up and count them as they work off the north end.
Looking good right in the middle of the track. Way to the outside. They see daylight on the outside. Duskus is the race leader in the car number 3. Again, 3-4 deep. Got in trouble on coming off of number 2 on the outside. We'll keep our eye on him, Jeff.
That's Mike Durham. Got way off the racing surface on the backside, John, out of Governor, New York, and he got it twisted up, but able to keep it out on the racetrack.
Looking good up on the outside again, very, very strong. Is that number 690, Sid Harmer Sr. His son out there in the 14R, Sid Harmer Jr. Up there in the Governor area.
John Jr. just went to the outside of Stephen Gilmore over at turn number 3 and 4, and Sid Harmer Jr. looking to take the lead. One car way off the racing surface in turn number 2.
We'll keep our eye on him. Adam Knapp looks him over.
Yellow.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We have a car high in.
As Gary Montgomery would say. Yellow out on the Speedway. And he fires it back up. Now there's a case right there, Jeff. We call it the Church of the Yellow Flag. A car's out there, it's dying, it's dead. The minute that yellow flag comes out, it just brings it back to life. Strictly amazing.
Yeah. That is Jason Federley making a long trip down from Lisbon, New York, up there on the St. Lawrence River in the 57K. The reason for the caution, he's had a nil-handling race car since he got here tonight.
That's right. Now that Federley name with the 57 goes back many years.
Yep.
Yep. Like that. Here we go. We got a green. Back to work. Looking good on the back of the Duskus automobile. Fast lane still seems to be to the outside. That little bit of a hole they had over there, 1 or 2, does not bother them one bit. As they work down the backstretch once again, coming into 3 and 4, Jeff.
John, we got a great battle shaping up for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Again, they're stacked up like cordwood coming off turn number 4 as they all chase the bag of Rick Duskus' number 3.
Harmer right there with him, knocking on the door. Goes to the he might have something for him, Jeff. He stayed right on the throttle on that one. We'll see what he can do. Goes into 3 and 4.
Stephen Gilmore, the best seat in the house as he watches that battle out in front of him. Sid Harmer Jr. Oh, we got a car around. That is Gilmore, who's going to get twisted. He's going to collect a couple of cars, and caution is out.
A couple cars coming together very quickly, putting the binders on. One of them up there, yellow in the lap number 7. Fire fireman rushes over to make sure everything is okay. One car does pull around and go through.
Do you remember who that was? Bob.
We got a green. We're going back to work. Good battle up front. They go side by side. Watch the car number on the outside of Harmer. He might have the fast track out there. Jeff, I think they're making a liar out of me. I said they wouldn't go quite so fast the first couple laps. They didn't get the memo on that.
No,
Here they come.
They were 3 wide, Johnny, and now Harmer back up front, and I think it's Sean Kirby's come back into the battle now on the inside. These guys have had some good races this year.
Got a car stopped on turn number 2. They're watching him. He is moving. Adam Knapp taking a look at him right now. The yellow is in hand. And they do flame. They do wave the yellow. The yellow, right in harm's way. That's where they're getting on the throttle, is right about there. But again, thank goodness for the one-way radio, as they saw it coming.
Ready to pull the FX Caprera Can-Am pace truck back to the infield over turn number 3 and 4. 9 laps in, 11 more to go. And the two cars right at the front of the field have had some great battles, and looks like they're ready to turn them loose one more time.
Here we go. We do have a green. That guy's name was Marty Berberwick. I just thought of it. There we go. As they come down in front once again on the number 3 of Duskus. Or is that the 3K Kirby? That is Kirby. They go side by side down the backstretch. Sports car around, still under green right now. He's fired it back up. We got to get him back up to racing speed. As we come into the halfway point here, this is a 20-lapper.
Out in front, Sid Harmer Jr. takes the number 14 to the top of the racetrack. Over in turn number 1 and 2, down to the bottom is that 3K of Sean Kirby. Kirby looking to the inside as they work out turn number 2 down the backstretch. Here comes the number 4 of Mike Durham. They're 3 wide behind him, and looks like a yellow flag is going to have to come out. Sid Harmer Sr. is way off the pace over here in turn number 4 down to the bottom of the racetrack, so the yellow flag will wave one more time. The FX Caprera pace truck pulling off the backstretch as we get ready to go back to racing action. Down into turn number 3 and 4, Sean Kirby to the inside, Sid Harmer Jr. to the outside. Harmer, your leader, has lane choice. He went to the outside of the racetrack. He's going to pound the throttle over at turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is going to come back out as they work down the front stretch. Mike Durham all the way up into the number 3 spot in the 4 machine. He'll come to the bottom of the racetrack. They'll work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. They will go hung to the outside. Now Ryan Shanahan in the 32 trying to pick up the wick on that ride as he'll head down into turn number 3 and 4. He'll look to the outside of the 4 of Mike Durham. Whack out front. Look at this. Way to the top side of the racetrack is the 14 of Sid Harmer Jr. And Sean Kirby's going to take away the lead. One car spinning out of turn number 4, caution flag back in. There, Rock Albin in the other number 4 machine out on the Speedway. So a couple of 4s side by side as we get ready to go back to racing action. Kirby works off the bottom of the racetrack. Harmer goes up the hill again. They come charging down the front stretch. Rock Albin side by side. He and Mike Durham will go to turn number 1 and 2. Sid Harmer Jr. goes way up the hill. Kirby comes down to the bottom. 4 cars trying to break from the field. Mike Durham very quickly comes to the inside of Sid Harmer Jr. He'll put a nose underneath Kirby over at turn number 3 and 4. Rock Albin's going to try to split the difference right up through the middle of the racetrack. Here comes Harmer back on the outside. Sid Harmer Jr. has found something on the outside of this racetrack, and he has come right back out to the front of the field. They'll work off turn number 2. Kirby's going to take the advantage off 2, and Harmer seems to be quicker through turn number 3 and 4. Down to turn number 4 again. Here goes Sid Harmer way up the hill. They'll come charging down the front stretch, and again, Sid Harmer will lead them back to the line. Then into 1 and 2. Sean Kirby seems to be a little bit quicker, and when they exit turn number 2, Kirby will have the lead down the backstretch. Sean Kirby now is going to wish that the start-finish line was over on the backstretch because he's quicker coming out of 2, but Sid Harmer is quicker coming out of 4, where it really counts. Keep an eye on this battle. They work off turn number 4. This time, Kirby may have a nose in front of him as they come down the front stretch, followed by Mike Durham. Rock Albin now in a battle with Mike White in the number 1 machine as they go to turn number 3 and 4. That's the battle for the 4 spot. Off turn number 2, Mike White looks to the inside. Albin able to hold him off down the backstretch. Remington Marquette watches that battle unfold out in front of him. Shanahan working to the outside now as they work into turn number 3 and 4 with Tiger Chapman. 5 fingers up, 5 more laps to go here for your Fabco Pro Street Stocks here this evening. Working off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Kirby may have the advantage this time as he's able to stretch out to about a 3-car lead in front of Sid Harmer Jr. Harmer again hits that cushion hard over turn number 3 and 4, but way off the top this time is going to allow Kirby to open up a little bit of a lead, but here comes Harmer right back at it again. third spot has dropped back about 8 car lengths behind that lead battle. And right now they're going to work off turn number 4. Kirby, middle of the speedway. Harmer to the outside. Drag race down the front stretch. Kirby has the nose in front as they come to the line. 17 laps in. Kirby with a little bit of a bobble in turn number 2. Harmer's going to drive by on the outside. Sid Harmer down the backstretch with a car length out in front. Mike Durham holding on that third spot. Fourth is the number 1 of Mike White. He's followed by Rock Aubin, Remington Marquette, Ryan Shanahan, and Kenny Hartshorn, and Jason Federley and Stephen Gilmore. They come charging down the front stretch. 2 more laps to go. It is anybody's battle right now, and the advantage goes to Sid Harmer Jr. off the top of turn number 2. Car length, car and a half over Sean Kirby as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Coming around to this time, looking the field over off turn number 4, white flag will wave, and Sean Kirby wagged the tail a little bit on the dog that time, and that's going to allow Harmer to open up about a 2-car advantage. He'll take him off turn number 2 for the final time. Sid Harmer Jr. down the backstretch, 4-car length advantage over Sean Kirby. They'll go to turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Harmer has to hit that cushion. Hopefully he can hold on to it. He'll bring it off turn number 4. Sid Harmer Jr. is going to score the win. He'll be followed by Sean Kirby. Mike Durham will be third. The 4th spot belongs to Mike White. He'll be followed by Rock Aubin and then Remington Marquette. Just outside the top 5. He'll be followed back to the line by Ryan Shanahan, Kenny Hartshorn, and Jason Federley.
Downtown Governor, there he is, Can-Am, the 14, Mr. Sid Harmer Jr. They couldn't have pried you off the top of that with a crowbar, could they?
No, not at all.
Whoop! You stayed there? You stayed right there the whole time? You knew he was on, maybe fast lane was going to be on the bottom. I didn't know, but you stayed right where you wanted to be.
Yeah, I knew the top was really good. It took about 3-4 laps before I could actually get the car, because it kind of take off tight, and then about 3-4 laps it really come in, and you could just wick it right through the middle of the corner is where I was getting them. And I mean, that was a good race this week, side by side. It had to been a show for these guys, because it was fun for me, and you know, you didn't know who was going to lead which lap, and it was a good race, you know.
You want to thank it all, Sid?
Yeah, I got to thank Nelson Bice over here. He helps me out a lot with the car. He's been with me for quite a few years. I think Danny and Dennis Horton right here, they've been helping me out. We got my father-in-law, Sunset Boulevard, Camp Rentals on Trout Lake. He does a lot. My old man, IQ Engines, FX Volkswagen, Dialed Designs, GNR Auto Parts, and Fabco. And I got to thank the guy that does the videos here. He does an awesome job, and he puts them on there for free, you know, so you can't beat that.
Now, you look at those videos, you do something, you take a look at it and analyze a little bit of what went wrong or what went right?
Well, if you ask my wife, she'll tell you I watch them way too much.
No, you can't get enough of that good stuff. Good to see you down front. Congratulations, Sid Harmer Jr., if you will, out of Governor.